Hello, everyone.
Stop eating your mic.
Alive.
Oh, yes. Anyway,
Indeed.
all right. Welcome everyone to Hellfighters episode 9.
Nine,
Alright.
nine. Sorry.
Okay, good.
God damn.
That's enough confirmation for me to need. Why don't we start? Why don't we start our introductions with Maximo?
Oh, hello. My name's Maximo. I'm also being played by Big Mek Plays. You can go head over to his channel. He doesn't really do much on that one at the moment, but he has something prepared for coming October. Be there or be square. Or be circle. Doesn't mean. Just see who wants to see you around.
The viewer goes in the square hole.
Alright. I'm moving it on to. That's about you. How about you?
All right. So I'm Sir Reaper. I am your entrepreneuring and always improvising host of this show, who actually doesn't do a lot of the hosting aside from GMing. And one of the big heads behind the Natural Disasters Project, if that's what we're calling it now, alongside with Mr. Big Mac over there. And I would like to take a moment to remind everyone that links in the description, everything is there, Patreon, whatever, YouTube's, yes, they're all there. Mine has been dead for years, but don't worry, I've been studying necromancy. Things are going great. I've only gotten the police called several times, which is disappointing. Oh, and on something I have affectionately labeled the cursed information of the day for this campaign. For this week, I'm going to let you know that most of the air you breathe in public transport is basically flakes of skin of other people.
Salty.
And while we're talking about salty, Blackwood, how are you doing?
Oh, wait, what?
Actually, the smell of human skin is actually quite sweet. And don't ask me that. It's the
And we're moving along.
Did you know that human flesh, when burned,
Introduce
smells
yourself.
similar to pork?
No, it's more like chicken.
No, human flesh has a similar smell to burnt pork. when
Introduce
cooked.
yourself.
I want to see where she goes.
I don't want to know where this
I
is
get this
going.
information from cannibals and war criminals.
So speaking
So
of
you
war
know that
criminals,
my
are you going to introduce yourself?
What?
Hello, everyone. My name's Art of War, and I am your one and only Lucas.
Well, one and only describing the death course of trade guards, man. That's a first.
Yep.
Hello, everyone. My name is Morgan1952, and I'm your ever. I'm your awesome
Flamboyant.
boss. Now, sarcasm.
Sorry, can you say it again, just without the interferences?
I'm your Austin Owl Sarcasm. Hi, everyone.
Okay, and the one who decided to take his introduction time to talk about cannibalism and war crimes is Blackwood. He plays David. That's all. Now, before we start, everyone, are all your daily objectives?
Before we have to go through the other thing.
I'm not getting this one today.
Alright. Now, regarding campaign cards, who would like to exchange theirs? And I'm gonna be passing one to Maximo right now.
Yes, Maximo would like a new card. I
There you
lost
go.
my last one.
Did you eat it?
No. Maybe
I would like to
I
replace mine,
was hungry
please.
back then. I just ran out of rations.
So who said they would like to replace theirs?
Me, David.
Alright, put yours on the board. Sorry, everyone, we have some very dry weather here.
No worries.
Faith, honor, and vigilance. Well, that's a good soccer store, but it's time to go, buddy. And here we go. Another Elder card.
God damn it.
How many Elder cards are in this deck?
Not many,
Why
but
do I
holy
keep
fuck.
getting them is the question.
There's like
Oh,
3.
Hey, I'm still holding on to my Eldar card. Let's put it that way.
I mean, I'm definitely hanging on to mine. Y'all will see why.
Well, yeah, I can tell because it's the same as mine.
Damn Skippy.
Alright, so this week we have 2 sessions to recap. That is to say, if you get the recap right and you don't fuck up and you do it like the box says and you don't screw it up, I'll give you to glory.
Are we past the minute mark yet?
Oh yeah, I was counting for that one.
Right.
So, who would like to begin the narration?
Oh boy.
So after our daring escape from the martyr, wait, was that? Yeah. After a daring escape from the martyr, where we sustained heavy damage to our Torox, we went further along the hive, driving as much as we could till unfortunately ran out of gas.
I don't think gas was the main problem when we had a literal hole through the Taurots that also ripped in. Technically, if I remember correctly, it also ripped into the engine somewhat.
And
So
why did the car stop? Because it ran out of fluid. You fuck. Yeah, because it ran out of fluids. Because we were leaking everything.
well, to be specific, it suffered immense battle damage to the point of inoperability at the moment.
I feel confident in what I said. But regardless, going in, if I remember correctly, what was the name of the town? Were we ever told the name of the?
Yes?
Yes, we were told the name of the town.
Do y'all remember? That's
I
no.
believe something hell.
You are correct, but not correct enough.
I am half correct.
Oh,
the
I think-
Commissar says.
I want to say Hell's Gate, but that's a
No.
Helsing thing. Back to it. We ain't going to get. Going in, we discovered that it was primarily a very, very crime-infested place with many how would you call, rebellious sort. Scratched off tequilas and lots of gang warfare. About as much as you'd expect from an Underhive, but very, how would you call it? Expected here, yeah, and very used to it, the population-wise. We went along, Austin doing his best to sort of placate around the area, talk the best he could, until eventually we found a bar. Right? Wait, no. He talked to a water merchant, which he got information that led him to a bar, of which I forgot the name again. But inside, we learned more information regarding a specific character called Gyro the Spider. Is it Gyro or Gyro?
Gero.
Gero.
Now,
It's pronounced Euro. Sorry.
Now, enough from Austin. I want to hear somebody else, but before we go forward, anybody remember the name of the area or the name of the drinking hole you went to?
Was it Runner's Hideout?
Something Haven.
Runner's Haven.
Correct?
Yay!
Now, what about the area? Does anybody have any of the have any clue as to what it was called?
Remember correctly, Hell was the last part. Was the second half? Was either the second half or the last part of the full name, if I remember correctly. But the name escapes me so much.
Blackwood?
No, I've got nothing.
Alright. So, who would continue from here? What happened after you heard about Gero the Spider?
So, this is Lucas speaking. So after hearing about Gero the Spider, we were all, and also being informed about the local gang's leader potentially giving us also what we needed. We decided to hinge our bets on Gero being the safer option. We were told that he had gone over into a neighboring area, into a neighboring junkyard, to go look for something. No idea what it was. Just
He was given a job posting.
yeah. We then proceeded to head to this junk field, and we met him out in the middle of it. We proceeded to then help him investigate the area, for which we were then ambushed by, if I recall the number correctly, it was 3 Gene Stealers, if I remember correctly, or was it just 2?
No, I think it
believe
was
4.
yes, 4.
4.
Are you
Yeah.
certain?
Why is this part even specific?
I know Gero the Spider has dispatched 2 quickly. And our famous Ereline herself decided to shoot one in the face too. It was heroic, as Maximo and the rest of the crew were dying halfway.
Yes, I suffered a punctured lung because of that.
He ran away like a hero.
I ran towards you, fucks.
Exactly, ran away like a hero. That means you ran into the fight.
Fair enough.
And after that harrowing instant in which both myself and David suffered very bad injuries along with the giant ogre and teddy bear, aka Maximo, we were then had to be limping and somewhat dragged out of there along with Gero in a not so pleasant as an outcome of pain, torture, you know, common things of 40k.
Now,
From there.
Blackwood,
Yes.
ahead.
how did David approach that pain?
He took it like a champ and showed no inclination of pain, even though he was in a lot of it.
Yes, with deception and malice.
Yup.
Alright. And the last thing that happened, I'll tell you that. Gero told all of you to get some rest before, while he was finishing up with his business, before you could discuss further information about the Taurox. Now, a couple of things were missing. One, it was 3 Gene Stealers. and Gare killed one. He only critically wounded the other, which then, if I remember correctly, it was either Austin or David who killed it. And in the case of the name of the place, Hell was actually the first part, and it's called the Hell Zone.
Nade.
Alright? Now, I'm gonna take us all to our objective screen. At some point we need to do something about... actually, this point might as well be now. I'm going to be removing some of the quick access things for the maps, so it gets less clustered on that part. I'm going to leave the test one. Alright, so ending to our game. The party has been resting for quite a bit. You have had enough time to perform a regroup, not a respite, and through that you are all able to heal an amount of wounds equal to your Medicaid rating or somebody else's Medicaid rating should they choose to work on you. Now, I have a question. Who here was the most wounded?
I believe most of us. I healed some, fortunately, due to my ability.
I said who was the most?
I believe Lucas or David.
Yeah, I think it was equal between both me and R.
Well, you can just
Yes,
check right
because-
now.
Well,
I'm at 5 wounds and 2 shock.
Alright. What about you, Lucas?
Lucas got complete. Well, considering I currently have. Well, considering I currently have a I currently have the severe injury of a punctured, bloody lung. That and the fact I got downed pretty quickly by the gene stealer, which was never exactly a fun thing. I'm currently at the same as David. If I did the math right, with us getting healed, is 5 wounds and 2 shock.
And how's Maximo doing?
I'm currently 7 out of 11.
Ah, so you're the most wounded. And you're at max shock, I see.
I'm also at max shock. I do not take emotional damage.
Alright, Maximo, you may reduce... Maximo, I assume you're going to be using your survival on yourself for this regroup?
Yes.
Alright. And how much would that lower your wounds?
Well, my survival score total is 5.
So it will lower to a 2. What are the other 2 of you Medicaid skills?
My Medicaid is non-existent.
Well, you have a total.
1.
1. And what about you, Lucas?
My total survival is
Medicaid?
3.
Medicaid?
Survival 3. Medicaid 0.
Your total.
Total's 2.
So you're slightly better off. Austin, what's your Medicaid total?
Let's see, but I was unwounded.
I know.
Medicaid 1, and that's total.
Alright. So I assume Maximo will be healing himself.
Technically, yes.
Alright.
Maxwell can heal himself with this survival.
I guess instead of using your Medicaid on yourself, David, Aralyn will be tending to you since you have the least Medicaid capabilities and are also one of the most wounded.
Remember Airlane hit someone with a med kit?
What?
That was last session, I believe. Hit him with the med kit, heals him faster.
I don't think she has a medikit.
I know. But funny she did.
Anyway, so David, you reduce your wounds by 4. Lucas, you reduce your wounds by 2 because you're gonna heal yourself.
Yay.
Actually, hold on. I may be completely wrong in everything I just said, everybody. How long is that? 6 hours. Yeah, you guys have enough time for a full respite, actually.
Oh, okay.
Does that
So you can
mean...
get all your stuff back.
Yay! I still got a punctured lung, you son of a bitch of a gene stealer.
Until he said the knee part of Gene, I expect him to say you son of a bitch of a GM, and I was gonna be like, well, you're gonna pay for that.
I slapped Lucas on the back.
He coughs up blood. Takes one wound.
I guess you could say that's first blood in this episode.
No.
You know,
So you all have enough time to have a quick respite and maintain your equipment, rest up, make sure you will not die on the spot.
perform breathing exercises to try and regain some level of normalcy with one lung.
Come on, Space Marines have to go through life with only 3 lungs.
Humans have only 2.
Yeah, and you complain? Come on. Anyway, so, and at some point, once you have all fully rested, well, I mean, not fully, but once you've all had enough time to call it a good rest after that very strenuous fight with the Gene Stealers, except for Austin, who was fine. Austin was fine. Ireland had to stay there to make sure that you don't all just die from shock after that battle. Austin was fine.
Coward.
Yeah. Austin took a nap.
Maximo would have survived if the Gene Stealers didn't cheat.
Austin went out and had some booze with the local drug dealers.
Yeah.
No, I was a little quiet, someone says. Oops. I think that fixes it.
Who was quiet?
Me.
Oh, interesting. Of all the people. And it's at that point that as you have all gathered again and are in your little congregation there, the figure of one Gero the Spider approaches your midst once again.
Nah, a spider.
Engaging Gero the Spider.
In attack stance form.
Welcome back.
He
You survived.
approaches all of you and he pops a squat and says, well, not only survived, it's what we hired gunners do. And I also happen to be a dome runner. So yeah, surviving is kind of what I really do. Glad to see the rest of you managed as well.
Nothing can kill Maximo, for Maximo is Maximo.
Well, then you haven't seen some of the stuff I've seen down there.
I have seen plenty.
Alright. Well, I finished that. I talked to my contact from that Snatcher Devil job we just did. Turns out, guy knew a few things about the issue.
There's
Turns
more.
out, know about your issue.
Oh,
Turns out, being in charge of the scrapyard also means you're in charge of the people handling local vehicles. I spoke to him a few words about there being more than one. Told him about your help. He agreed to lend us an aid in repairing the vehicle once we have the parts. Well, not directly, but he will get someone to repair it for you. Better than you repairing it yourself. Anyway, that aside, he reaches to his back and pulls out what appears to be a small scroll case, which has like a seal on the side. He pops the lid open. Some dust flies out. He waves it away from his gas mask, and he pulls out a few papers. Some of them look like blueprints, others are just, small notes. And he arrays them in front of you. So got my hands on some of these from one of the local friends I have. These are the floor plans for the manufactorum. Well, not the originals, but let's put it this way, a black market copy. As you can see, we're talking about several floors here, but the important one is this one, ground floor. Problem is, only 2 ways in. The yards. And if we go by the yards, well, you're gonna need a lot more than the Emperor, I'll tell you that. You're gonna need something like power armor. And I don't see a piece of that on any of y'all. So I guess we're not going through the yards, huh?
Threw up in my mouth.
so
Yeah,
what about
no.
the other way?
Other way. Well, I have not told you there is another way, but smart thinking, big fella. There is another way. Well, none of you will like it. But there is a waste disposal level right below the ground area. If we enter through waste disposal, we risk contamination and, among other things, at
Maximo
best.
frowns at that statement.
But if you don't want to go in guns blazing, that's the only way.
What exactly do you mean by corruption?
He said contamination, not corruption.
Yeah, tomato, tomato.
I'm just clarifying above game because
Yeah.
one of the two is a game mechanic.
Right.
Well, toxic disposal units. If it touches your skin, well, can forget about that complexion of yours, that's for sure. All sorts of diseases grow in that waste. And you
Well.
know, worst case scenario, we don't have to deal with actual waste. It's just molten slag. Will burn right through you.
Alright. Sounds like the only way. Luckily, we got those rebreathers, huh?
Shouldn't be that hard as long as we keep clean.
If we can manage to snag some disposable suits before we go in there, maybe.
Don't know where you'll find them.
Hmm.
Either way, go use some more info. These are from the local bounty boards. Here you go. He tossed some papers on you. It's some sketches.
Hmm.
You see, sketches. You see, sketches is basically. It portrays multiple figures wearing what appears to be rags, some very basic combat armor, and black hoods. And I don't mean hoods as in thing you pull over your head like a ski mask, but more loose. You know, like an executioner hood,
Yeah.
but black. Only the eyes showing. And he's like, those guys call themselves the listeners. Some sort of
The what?
the listeners.
Hmm.
I can tell you're not one of them. They tend to wear these black hoods to cover their faces, and they have taken up in that manufactorum. They're relatively new. Most gang leaders want them out. They act like a gang but don't concern themselves with the rest. They are just stuck in a little manufactorum of theirs, and sometimes they raid around, take whatever they want from others, keep it there. Their leader, big fellow, he throws another sketch at the rest of you, and you see a figure that you're familiar through Haru's debriefing. And I'm gonna show it again for everyone. The Martyr. I'm sure he's showing up for everyone right now.
I see it. He's
Yup.
the one who put the hole in our thorax, I think, yes?
That'd be the one.
I heard lots of las bolts, but nothing else seen.
Yeah, well, he's the nasty kind. People call him the Martyr. Don't really know why. Never really cared for these religious types. Only real religion is the Emperor. And the Emperor's martyrs don't just walk around with big hammers and destroy things. Well, at least not outside of the ecclesiarchy.
Well, I guess. I've seen a lot, so things can be different and strange. But he
David
is
seems
no
to be
emperor
the-
worshipper. I know as he's a heretic because he assaulted our vehicle.
He's a what?
A heretic.
You mean tell me that you know this guy and you know he's not worshipping the Emperor?
Well, look at him.
She looks at him. Yeah, looks kinda like half of your team there.
No. We are from regiments. Well, not him, points at Austin. We serve
Well,
the
yeah,
Emperor
this-
in our own way, as our commander said.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. All of your, both these two and that martyr of yours, big guys in armors, not showing their faces, not much different from one another down here.
Well, ones who hide their faces are known as maskers. At least
I
to me.
do that, but emotionally.
Well,
Hey,
what I can tell you about him is that he's a tough nut to crack, and we ain't gonna try.
Well, lucky for you, I have a nutcracker.
Yeah, well, I'd like for you to cease trying to crack that nut while I'm around. Last thing I want is that sledgehammer on my head. I'm only trying to help. So, here's my plan. Feel free to stop me if you heard this one before, but we begin from the manufacturing waste disposal, where we will all enter stealthily through the pipes. If we time it well, we should go in right after they dispose. Should be the clearest by then. Then we find the stairs shown on the blueprint here ascending to the ground floor. Once there, we will sneak every piece that we necessarily need off to a transport vehicle at the front of the compound. And I'm gonna take that vehicle to just sneak our way out. With my attire, I can probably persuade them I'm one of them. So I'll be driving. The rest of you are gonna be inside the transport vehicle with the items you need. Now that's my way of doing it. Alternatively, we could just blast through the front door. Don't know how well that will work for us.
I doubt it would work at all.
considering just what three or four of those scaly fucks
Gene
did to
stealers or
you.
gene stealers, yes.
Yeah, pants thieves, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Considering
That's
what
why I
they
have an extra
did all-
tight belt this time.
Considering what all they did to you, I don't think we're really in the best straits to just go guns a blazing. As much as that sounds cool.
Looks
Well,
at
Ganya's
Lucas.
saying nothing. Ganya's saying nothing like snatcher devils.
Maximo quickly glances at Lucas and David about going in guns blazing.
Regardless, guns a blazing is always a good backup plan. It's always a backup plan. I say we at least try to go the quiet route. At least start.
As they said, stealth is optional, but recommended.
Exactly.
Ireland pipe scene. If we're going to be sneaking in, we're gonna need some smart way to do so. An Ogre, 2 guardsmen, a rogue trader, a member of the Imperial Administration, and a bounty hunter. Showing up in their sewers will most likely not be the most inconspicuous of circumstances. And should one lay eyes upon us, well, we'll meet the Emperor very shortly after, I think.
But how would Maximo have good disguise? He does not look like regular citizen. I look like Maximo.
When you say that, Gero looks at you. Well, big guy, you might be in luck.
Luck with what?
In luck with your disguise.
Then what is it?
Us sort of grabs his chin, not his own chin, sort of thing. What you thinking there, Spider?
That'd be hilarious. Squinches Maximo's chin, just, that's nice.
Lean down, I can't read.
Yeah.
Well, well, I'm
Does the ogre
thinking.
kneel?
Well, I'm thinking. This cloak of mine, perfect disguise for me and the rest of you. We'll just get you some ragged cloaks, some of these black hoods. You're set. Big guy there could actually do much better than us. We need to find him a welding mask. And he's gonna need to ditch that jacket of his for a while.
I like this jacket. But if it's into to keep it safe and not stolen, then I must trust.
I am brought it.
A welding mask, and as long as the welding mask is on, you never speak. See, there's this thing that happens down here in the Underdark. Slave ogres. They
I
have
don't
this
like
mining.
that.
They have these mining masks that they put on them. Usually welding masks or mining helmets that encompass the entire head. They tend to bind those to the ogre from an early age, and are easy to do menial labors. If we pretend Maximo here, big guy, to be one of those, nobody will look twice at him.
But question, you said it's permanently binded. Am I going to be stuck with it?
Of course not. We're not going to permanently bind you and have your head grow into it. We're gonna loosen it.
We're just gonna make it look like it's stuck to your face, big guy. Don't worry. As soon as we're out,
It might be a little bit painful for a second, but we'll buy you some good cover.
Well, just don't use glue. It's bad for my mustache.
I'll
As
get
Maximo
the straps.
softly pats his mustache.
He now turns and looks at the guardsmen. The two of you. How well do you think you could pull off one of their disguises?
we might need to grab some black paint.
But where to find that?
I can find anything anywhere.
Would
If you
promethium
can't
help?
find black paint, oil might do best. Just ensure it's not the flammable kind. I don't want to be putting him out from a distance.
Yeah, hydraulic fluid, I got it.
Though I do believe I could attempt to find some mismatched plating, add that to my armor, make it more scavenged in appearance.
Well, we are hours away from a junkyard.
Well, you won't have to go that far.
But I know this place might have something. Maybe Barkeep has something. He has many boxes.
Well, there are other places where you can actually get armor around here. You know that, right?
Yeah,
Actually, I do not.
Alright, look. If we just take a while to search around, get acquisition some good gear, I think we can really pull off some good disguise together. It ain't going to take much for me. I'll just flip the colors inside on my clothes, get rid of the hat. I'll blend in just fine.
Yes, you may want to hide it. From the looks of some of the people here, they'd be willing to stab you for it.
Yeah. He puts the hat in his pack, pulls off his bandana, like wraps it around his head, just starts, shifting his appearance.
By the way, is Art still with us?
Yes, I was just waiting for
Okay,
you
good.
guys.
Okay, good.
You guys finished at slinging your end.
So, I'm going to explain how we're going to do this now. And it's going to be really fun. So, each of the players will make a skill roll of their choice and that will add essentially that will give you a pool of what I will refer to as heist points. This will represent my personal glory points.
Oh boy.
Essentially, when we're in
Interesting.
there, yes, I learned this trick from a very talented dungeon master I've been watching. And basically, what you will do is, if a situation arises while we're still, sneaking around and heisting and all of that, you can use one of your heist points and describe a preparation you made that correlates to the skill you used to overcome that situation. For example, let's say that one of you used tech to try and turn some garbage into usable impromptu devices, and you are about to be seen by one of the guards patrolling around, but instead you use one of those tokens to be like, I throw a noisemaker at at the other side of the room, and it starts making a loud clatter, and that distracts the guard. And depending on how crucial and affecting of the situation your, let's say, use of this ability is, I will demand a certain amount of points from you. Not too many, but a certain amount, depending on how big the change you want to make is. So, that's the rules. Has everybody understood what we're doing?
I think so.
Yeah.
Now the
I'm
question
not sure
is,
I
how am
understood.
I going to smuggle this gun in?
Keep in mind, we're not going through like the front being seen. Like we're going underneath, and besides, guns exist everywhere.
Hmm.
Yes.
But do slave ogrins hold guns?
Oh, yes.
Then I guess I could bring my heavy bolter. I will need
could.
to take some time to put the bayonet on it.
Keep in mind that even if you go with disguises, you're only wearing disguises in case you are found.
Yeah, like again, we're not like going through the main part and like talking to people. At least ideally.
I already
Yes.
understand that part.
Good. So now I
Maximo's
want
trying
each
to
of
figure
you.
out the practicality of such things.
Now I want each of you to think of what skill check you want to make, and once you have all ascertained which skill you're going to be using, you will tell me which one is gonna be. You will make your rolls, and I will give you the amount of icons you're gonna get for this.
Maximo is debating between using his survival skill or athletics.
Also forgot to add the one glory point from the narration.
Oh,
There we go.
thank you.
So, Maximo, you said you already know you want to use survival.
Well, or athletics. They're both equally powerful.
Oh, sorry, I misheard you. Then I guess.
I
Well,
will-
think about this way. You have to realize how you could also apply that skill to a heist situation, essentially. So athletics
Well-
could be something like, I don't know, I rip off. I chuck a break at the guy and knock him out.
Well, Maximo was thinking about making himself a billy club or a bully club as an industrial bludgeon to knock out.
Well, you don't have to do
guards.
something specific. You don't have to do something specific. This more reactive in the future.
It could be reactive of knocking him out with a strength.
No. I'm saying you're not doing something specific. You are going with a general skill check, and from there, you can do stuff that ascertains the specific situation. Athletics would not be crafting. Athletics would be something like I spend some points to grab a loose brick and throw it at the guy's head before he notices us.
You know, I can do that if there's loose bricks.
Yes, like
I'm not
there's
the crafty
something that
type, but I am the brute force.
essentially you will roll a general check to get heist tokens, and those heist tokens you can spend to do something on the spot. It's not something you have to plan ahead.
All right, and then I'll use my strength athletics.
All right, roll your athletics.
All right, I'm rolling. And I got a 1. I am actually going to spend a coin to re-roll that
Wrath, you
to
mean.
get a. It's still 1 on the complication. That is a disappointment.
Well, you can't complicate on this, but you will have one heist token relating to athletics.
Well, at least Maximo doesn't have to talk.
Now, let's see, who else has an idea of what they want to use?
I shall use cunning because
All right.
the description is literally because sorry because one I have scum savvy, which gives me a bonus, and it's literally
Well,
dealing
this is
with.
general check.
I know. Yeah. Hey. Cunning. So I just roll that now.
Yes.
Okay. Can I use a wrath reroll that?
Yes.
There we are.
Okay. Expend your wrath, please. And that's 5 tokens for you.
Thank you.
You still
I don't
didn't
know.
expend the wrath.
I dragged it out. I don't know why it didn't update. It's not updating for some reason.
Do you want him to move it from just above his token?
I'll just steal it from him.
There we go.
All right, now, guardsman. Which one of you has an idea of what they want to roll?
I'd kind of like to roll my stealth skill because I don't think ballistics would be very helpful on a stealth mission.
All right. Keep in mind, stealth. You'd have to do stuff relating to stealth. So, for example, things like, I don't know, moving around really quickly and snapping a guy's neck.
Yeah,
You know,
sure.
silent takedowns, moving stealthily, that kind of stuff. So you want to do
Yes.
stealth? All right,
Yes.
go ahead and roll stealth.
I'm going to wrath that.
All right. I know it's rolling ones today, huh? Please, I move your wrath.
So far, we have gone 3 for 3 when it comes to having re-rolls already.
I have removed it, but oh wait, what? It's coming back. It's not letting me remove it.
All right, fine. I'll steal yours too.
Well, sounds like there's things missing with the materium. Trickery is about.
As ever. All right, Art.
Considering we are going to be needing a getaway driver, if at all possible, I would like to roll for the pilot.
This is for within the heist.
Within the heist, I'm gonna have to go stealth then, because unless you want me to stay outside the building shooting
No,
from
you're not staying outside the building.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
This is a stealth mission.
Yes, so stealth it is.
We're sneaking.
All right.
I will be taking that for.
If only I could take away any of David's wrath. Well, I guess I can't.
You might need to refresh your web pages. Rule
They got-
20 is
fair.
acting funny a bit.
No, don't
It
this
finally
one,
popped
it's
up
just, you
for
know,
me.
it's the bloody earth and glory.
At
Alright,
least the
so-
UI's still working.
I guess anything working at this point is a benefit. Anyway,
Yes.
and additionally, when you are, if you're out of your heist tokens, you can tap into your glory pool.
Alright.
What?
You just agreeing.
All right. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to say that you guys spend like a few hours getting all your assets and planning set up for how you're going to do this, how you're going to be moving around and things. And now it's time to play a fun little game called Skipping Forward a bit. So here's what we're gonna do. There's 1, 2, 3. All right. There is three enters from the side you approach to the waste disposal system. All right.
I
Good
will
so far?
follow whatever they are doing. I'm just going to use my disguise and keep quiet.
So essentially, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to roll a d6, and depending on where it lands, that will determine your spawn location.
Mm-hmm.
And this essentially to narrate what this means for you in game. Essentially, you all are following Gero into what he believes to be the best entrance to the waste disposal.
Spooky.
To
I can't really see
So-
that well through this helmet.
all right, if you're doing disguises, that's gonna require some tokens. If
Oh,
you're
I thought
doing
we did the
disguises.
tokens.
Well, we did the tokens. I'm just saying that if you want to go with disguises, that will require some planning tokens, as
Alright.
in being part of planning. I
Alright.
think Austin, who went with Cunning, would be the best for that.
Yeah, yeah.
He's the one who has the better dress code anyways, except for Maximo.
Mhm. I'd say since you're outfitting 6 people, that would take 3 tokens. I think it's a fair price.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
I'll pay that. I'll pay up.
Well, will
And
Heirloom
essentially
have
the-
fate tokens too?
No,
No.
neither does Gero.
see.
But with 3 tokens, you would be able to have Austin essentially go into the black market and get you proper outfits, like David and Art. You get like some proper colors for this type of gang, like some blue tabards and stuff. You can throw over your armor. You get some proper rags to throw over other parts to cover your insignias and stuff. All of you get the black hoods. They get the slave helmet for Maximo. Hard to see stuff through that.
Especially when
So-
it's unpowered.
So all of you right now look like gangers in rags and robes, wearing blue tabards and blue bandanas, blue armbands, and black cloth hoods over your heads and behind you is Maximo in a dirty tank top.
It's
As
slimy
and
and grimy. I don't know
a
what
welding
this stain
helmet,
is.
a welding helmet that's a bit too tight
Mm-hmm.
and smells of mold.
Yes. It really messed up my mustache and I can't fix it. It's annoying.
And also some very uncomfortable handcuffs. Not like actually tied together, like broken, but still uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Almost
chain
like
cuffs.
bracers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maximo feels like first day on ship. But still, checks his pants and makes sure it's extra. His belt is tight due to twitch.
Yeah. I imagine David's like got like a cloth wrapping around his helmet and or his mask. So it's basically all you could see is just the glowing eyes of of his gas mask.
David, Lucas, Maximo. David, can you fix your wounds for a second there, buddy? They're on the opposite end of where they should be. And Maximo, also you had a full respite.
Yes, there you go. I'm now full shock free and wound free.
Alright. For some reason your token isn't updated.
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So you might have to refresh the token.
Yeah, hold on a moment. Delete. Okay, there we go.
And do they have their proper sight cones into your point of view?
Seems so.
You can use Control L to see if they actually have their sight corrected. I gave Maximo a minimum night vision so he could still kind of see where he's going instead of being completely blind.
Alright.
Basically a half a meter of sight. I don't know if your dungeon is well lit or not, so...
Yeah, it's all good. All is working.
Okay, good, good.
Alright. So, you're all brought in. You're currently at the bottom of the map, as you can see.
I can see.
All I see is
And
darkness.
just look at the bottom where you are.
Yeah, all I see is darkness and names.
No, you don't. I'm looking through your token.
You might need to
I'm
refresh.
breathing through your token. Should be able to view all of that. You might want to refresh.
Yep, just a refresh worked.
There we go.
Alright. So,
Maximo steps in the sludge and just... I don't like how this grabs my boots.
now something we're gonna do for to make things more fun is create a turn order.
Dungeon crawl rules.
Indeed.
Delicious.
And above all of you, I'm gonna create a new label called Dungeon Event. So, now is the time for you to realize who's gonna go first, second, and so forth.
We can actually roll initiative if you want to do that.
I trust in your abilities to talk with each other.
All right, I guess I'll go first. or second, whichever.
All right, now hold only a moment. I need to do something. Okay. Um, 1 second, everyone. All right. So, um, I'm just setting down some paces.
Yep, no problem.
So who is going first?
Austin said he wants to.
Ah,
Yes.
It is a question of who wanted to go and no one answered.
alright. And who's going next?
You have
We'll
to
find
decide
out.
that. Okay.
Next
So-
time on Dragon Ball Z.
Probably. So, Austin,
Yeah.
you are dressed like a Ganger, and you have your full movement. You may go ahead as you see fit.
All right. What's my movement? That would be a 6. You'll just move straight forward. 3, 4, 5. Here first. See anything? Doesn't look like it. All right. Looks good so far. You know how far we're going?
Maximo will shrug.
He was asking more Euro.
Well, here will reply to you with, well, I have no idea, but proceed careful. We need to find something that looks like a stairs or an ascender.
Right. Well, question: where are these things to the side of me?
Those look like those are waste disposal, right?
Looks like it.
Amakar?
Okay, these are ladders.
Ah.
These are barrels of on fire.
Yeah. I can tell. Yeah, these are just some areas with ladders going down to what you can probably tell is like
Down
more
or up, your
disposal.
choice.
Oh, they're going down. It wouldn't be that easy. Come on.
Yeah, like
Well, the thing
Yeah.
is, they could pop up in other locations that are not the factory or place.
No, they go down into further sewage.
Yeah. You know, just
You
in
know,
case overflow.
yeah, exactly. I was gonna say overflow. So, Austin,
yep. That was movement. Let's see. It's a simple action to double speed, right?
Simple
Yes,
action to run, yes.
Yep.
and it's also action aware if you want to roll awareness.
He'll do awareness. He's going to be taking this very slow and cautious. Not
All
doing
right.
not enough to do stealth yet, but we only just started, so didn't seem necessary. Awareness. 2 with a glory.
Just hold on. You need to remove 5 of your heist tokens. 5 of your heist tokens, by the way.
Oh, right. Let's see if it does it. Did. Okay, update that time.
So, with a 2, let me check something about passives and stuff. Passive. Okay, with a 2, you barely match to hear. Actually, you don't hear anything in particular, but you're certain you hear sounds of commotion coming from your general right direction.
Right. He'll turn and say, "Sounds like there might be things up ahead to our right. Keep quiet if you can."
Maximo will nod.
Now, would you like to take your simple action to move?
Yeah. I can't be stealthy in this, can I?
Well, you are being stealthy in a way.
Okay. In that case, yeah, he'll move the full 6.
I'm running it a bit differently. Hence the heist tokens. So as soon as you get to that corner, you notice there is a. You notice, as you may see here, somebody in a walking motion carrying a gun. And he appears to be looking left and right as if he's patrolling.
He'll hold up an open hand, and then point one, like lift up one finger and point in the area while keeping close to the wall, so he's hard to see.
Mhm.
So yeah, and he'll basically just wait for the other's approach because he's out of actions and out of options at the moment.
Alright, now it's a turn for the forces of the dungeon. And what they will do is move. As you see, a full patrol looking around. And the second one actually holds them and puts a hand on the first one's shoulders and points towards you. And the first one turns and looks at you alongside the second one. And looking at your outfit, I would like they take a moment to figure out why is a guy looking kind of like us there before saying anything. But in that moment of them turning around and seeing you, you have the ability to expend one of your resources if you want to essentially try and play it off and explain why you're there.
Yep.
As you're certain they've noticed you.
Yep. He will. One of the resources would be one of the tokens. Yes.
Well, depending on what you describe, I will tell you how many you need.
Right. Same. Hey, it's sorry. We had problems leakage further down the pipe. Got told to check up on here, see if it's from further in. It was a big rush job. Didn't really get time to know if I went about it.
They look at each other, and the second one just shrugs. And the first one makes to approach you. And you know that if he gets closer, he might see the others in the distance.
Yeah. if allowed, he'll just like approach like calmly, just try and meet him like halfway.
All right, go ahead.
Doot, doot, doot. Is it?
Yeah, so you will hold him with your hand and move forward.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
going to tell you, all right, then get back over the center. There's more stuff to be. There's more shit to dispose. They're not
Yeah.
paying us to. They're not paying us to sit around and look at the grates all day. Hell, they
Right.
ain't paying us at all.
Ain't that right?
And they will continue their patrol. And they will also use their simple action to further their patrol, as they're sort of on a jog of sorts in order to keep up pace after stopping to deal with you.
Yeah, that's fair.
And as he walks away, you almost swear you heard him say, "Fucking new guys." And the second guy says, "Tell me about it."
Yeah.
And that's gonna
Yeah.
be 1 token for you.
All right. And as they walk away, he'll wave, but like have a very open hand and just sort of like throw out his fingers, making a motion of 5, 5. And then just does a finger bang type motion. Basically trying to signal to the others, hey, there's 5 up here. Pay attention.
And you've been told to join in towards the right to the center to help with disposal,
Yep.
which will happen on your next turn, I guess. Maybe. So who wants to go after him?
Maximo would like to go last and just stay as just following.
All right.
He'll just follow until told to do
So
it.
David or Lucas?
I can. You just want to go.
Yes, if I can see the map for once.
Well, I first the page. We've already established that.
I have been going in and out of sleep want, so I am fighting that.
Do you need
Yes.
to get a coffee break to wake up or food?
I should be fine for now.
Don't worry, the first Gansul will do it. Now, David,
How far can I move?
your movement.
Okay. So, far as I get, unless I sprint.
You mean a run. You can't sprint until you run.
Yeah, which would give me an extra 6 spaces, but I don't think that'd be a good idea. Those are up there. No, I'm gonna have that be my movement. That's gonna be my turn.
All right. Lucas.
Alright, I will also be moving up. Where the hell is my character token?
At the bottom.
The hell? There we go. Yeah. For fuck's... Okay. What the hell's going on? Sake.
Some older systems can't really handle dynamic lighting that well. Make sure you have
Yeah.
your hardware acceleration
Here we go.
to assist.
There we go. I'll be
Never turn
moving
your
up.
hardware acceleration on for anything.
Yeah, I'll be just moving up.
All right. So, Aralyn is going to move ahead her full movement. And then she's going to try and do a full turn. Sprint to here. And it's basically she's going to run past and she's going to turn to you, Austin, and say, what they tell you.
They took my bluff, saying I was just a guy checking in. They said to head to Central and stop mucking about in here. I think they came from there. He points that way, and I think I see a few.
Then she's going to go to your comms and say, all right, you three listen well. Austin tells me the waste disposal center is to our right. We should get there and pretend to be part of the whole operation. Once we find the way up, it's planning from there. Copy?
Maximo will do a grunt of acknowledgement.
Alright. I assume David and Lucas reply in agreement?
I nod in agreement.
He just gives a thumbs up from where he is.
Ah, yes, because I cannot only see you guys.
Y'all need to wake up.
No, he just goes affirmative.
Alright, so Jerry will now be moving up. He moves up all the way to here. And it is gonna wait there. Then you stay a bit behind. Maximo,
Hmm.
your turn.
Maximo will beep boop forward
Alright.
and tries to keep on with the persona of being a
Giant
ogre
server.
slave. Yeah, giant servitor / ogre slave, and just try to act the part.
Mhm.
Now be well. He's just doing a standard march, unless you need him to run.
I mean, it's up to you.
He'll spend a simple action to go a little further. Nothing too much though. And that'll be it for him. But he keeps a wary eye. Despite the helmet.
Alright. New round. And now it's time to have a little bit of fun. Now hold a moment as I'm looking into something. I see. All right. You all hear a sound that sounds like flashing as you see a new wave of sludge pour down from select parts of the ceiling into those pools, and some of it splashes the surrounding elevation essentially. So
Maximo feels disgusted by it.
Anybody moving in squares adjacent to the waste pools, you're gonna have to roll me a d6 at the end of
Right.
your turn.
Okay.
Question. Would this
Sorry,
be
at the end of your first movement.
So something
Oh,
like
should I
this.
roll one then?
What? Squares
Wait.
adjacent to the waste.
Yeah.
So here, here.
Which means Maximo will be adjacent to all wasted them, so he's gonna have to deal with that.
No, you're working in the sludge. You're fine.
Oh,
You are gonna have to roll something else if something else happens.
oh.
Okay, so should I roll one
No,
now?
no, you will roll after your first increment of movement. So who wants to go first? Austin?
yeah?
Alright, go ahead.
Hey. He'll get to moving. First off, what would be to just get a good look around that place first? Awareness?
Get a good look around. Yes, awareness.
Yeah, just sort of get
I
an
mean,
eye.
what you can see is there.
Fair enough. I guess what is he looking at exactly? Does it look like
You
defending outpost?
you see a bunch of cultists. These ones are not armed like the other guys. They have like more light armaments. And you know, some of them are like attending those barrels, just throwing stuff in to keep the fires up, and sometimes throwing some like minor garbage there. Just most of the time to keep some heat here. There's some dude here working on these pipes, making sure they're running. There's a disposal unit here that you see a couple of people working at. Some dude here looking at some barrels and like writing something. They generally seem to be taking care of disposal.
Right. Alright. How far away is everyone else to me? Let's see. Not too bad. Alright. He'll lead the front. He'll start slowly approaching, like definitely not trying to hide his approach, just being like, and just like trying that casual.
Alright.
He's too casual.
Yeah.
He's acting sus.
You are technically following orders, so
Yeah.
as long as you
Uh,
get there and you don't fuck up, you don't have to expend anything.
Hey. Yeah, and he'll just start casually going by. Going like, hey, sorry, I'll need to head up to Central with the crew. Yeah. You're just like,
And this guy here sees you trying to make approach and says, "Hey, you! It's a good
Yeah.
thing you're here. We need someone to go over the tumbler there. The tumbler over there." He points. Hold on. How do you ping a location?
just hold, right?
Hold down left click.
No. Yeah, but to bring the camera there.
Shift left click.
Oh, thank you. We need somebody there. The tumbler seems to be malfunctioning again. Maybe something got stuck in it.
Yeah, I'll try to do something quick. You got word to head up to Central.
Yeah, this is central disposal.
Right.
He steps aside and waits for you to move in.
Yep. I think I had 3 more movement, so
You
good.
you can spend your simple action to move again.
Yeah. So
Wait,
3
hold
more
on. Let me do the math here. Oh, that's 12. So you can spend your main action to essentially turn into a sprint and get all the way to here.
Yep.
Okay, so you get as close as you can, and your next turn you can attempt to unclog the tumbler.
Yep. Okay. So he pulls out his plasma pistol.
Instant giveaway.
Where'd you find that?
Okay. Where did you find that, stranger?
Your mum. Anyway,
Oh,
Up your mom's ass to the left.
all I said was your mum. What the-
And I added context.
Hey, yo,
What he say about your mother?
what the mother? Anyway,
No. No actual swears, please. Only I swear here. I am the swear czar. Anyway, so the force of the dungeon have moved again. Who would like to go next? Lucas?
Very well.
Alright, might as well.
And of course, the usual. I shall move forward.
I love how Austin, by the way, has a comma speed and he just tries to do hand signals and shit like that.
you want me on?
because
Grab
comm
by.
speeds can still be picked up by those nearby who could hear.
You know, he
Yeah,
could
yeah, that reason.
Yeah, you know, when he was here all alone, everybody was like 12 meters ahead.
Yes, yes, indeed. And for sake of a little bit more expediency, I will simple action move a little bit faster up to here.
Alright. I wonder
will-
how you're gonna get across without being an ogre.
Alrighty, I
There's-
believe it.
There's walking panels.
I know. But he walks past it.
It is now time. Next walking person. My brain is fried right now.
Alright. David?
Alright. Well, seeing that Arlen just basically ran past, I'm going to take a simple action to sprint. So that doubles my movement, right?
Yes, you can take a selection to run.
Nine, so that 3. Yeah.
Are you sure you want to be in line of the others?
Ooh,
It will put you in line of sight of some of the gangers. Yeah, you can move there.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm going to try and hide here. So basically, just stealthily hide behind the corner outside.
Yeah, you're assumed to be stealthing.
Yeah.
Just don't have a stealth score or anything right now. Because I'm
Okay.
dealing with it a little bit differently.
Okay.
You know, testing things.
Of course.
Aralyn is going to nod you, David, and move over here. And she's going to tell Austin, all sarcasm. When you get the chance, tell us how many there are. And that's gonna be her turn. And Garo will move out to here. And he's going to try and tail after that patrol. But, well, actually, he's going to stop right here. Because he doesn't want to be out in the open in case they turn around. And he's going to. Actually, where was he when he stopped his 6 of movement? It was here. It went here. Here, okay. He's going to turn to you, David, and say before he continues. I'm going to tell that patrol. See how they're heading.
He nods and just goes, "Be careful."
He nods and continues on. He moves over there. Now, Maximo, it's your turn.
Alright. Let's see here. They turned around the corner, so Maximo knows danger, so he walks slowly. Peeks around. Does he see anything? Yes, he sees a little bit.
You see a little bit of stuff.
Can
So
Maximo try to be inconspicuous as he crosses a platform with the rest of his movement?
yes, but I would like you to roll me d6 first.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to
here
invoke
goes
the event
Maximo
for this
dying
round.
again. He got a disease. He rolled a 4.
You're fine. You're fine. It's only
He
on a
doesn't
1.
get Hellfighters.
It's only on a 1, and you would have slipped.
Oh.
He
I am
gets
Bible Grace.
hepatitis.
I can't slip. Anyways.
Magic slip.
Yeah. Will it be okay for me to actually stand right here and complete my movement? Trying to stay
that would have you in the open.
Yes. I guess I'll just have to put myself back then.
Yes. There you're more concealed. They can still see you if they try. If they have a reason to try, of course.
Well, I'm just trying to stay as beep boop Ogren slave
But
worker here.
now Lucas is completely hidden.
Thank you, Maximo.
Watching cover.
I am doing my service to in the name for penance.
All right.
As in muffled.
Now. Oh boy. That actually might be kind of good for y'all, but you all start hearing Austin. You start hearing a blaring alarm from behind you over to here for those that can see it. As this device appears to start fuming, and it starts firing up the alarms.
I didn't touch that.
Device malfunction.
Did it sound like the part he's next to?
It's over here.
Oh. All right.
Actually, hold on. There. That big device, for those who can see it. So yes, that one is malfunctioning, and you see everybody starts to like look that direction and kind of freak out.
What is there?
Well, now it is your turn, so you can ask that. And this guy is gonna say, "Well, I don't know. Don't we have a technician or something?"
I don't know. Shit. drag the rest of my crew and head on up. Ask someone around.
What rest of crew? Yep,
That's,
whatever. Just roll on persuasion for that. I will count as your action.
yep. And let me check because I realize. Yep. Persuasion. Oh,
And a glory, sir.
It would just say, we were due with a leak. What do you want from me?
Well, screw that lake. Wait, why do you? Who's spending the tokens just now? Hold on.
Oh, me.
Oh no, I said it was gonna be your action. I didn't ask for a token.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was a resource.
No. Well, I don't care where your crew is. You just hurry up on up there and get us a technician. All right.
Right. Shit. Where's that communicator? Which way up? He says
He
that
just
he's like,
points you over to this direction. Hold on, why do you turn?
there you go.
Turn again. Towards this
There you go.
direction. Like just turn the corner. You'll see the stairs.
Right. He walks off a bit and he says quickly on the communicator. All right, Lee, y'all listen up. It's 2 right turns. You'll see me soon. There's about 10 of them. You're part of my crew. Come on up, quick.
They didn't say anything for your crew coming up. They just sent you up to find the technician.
Well, okay.
But
Oh.
if that's what you want to tell them, I pass.
Yeah.
And with your full movement, you could get all the way up to here.
Right. You'll do that.
Essentially, to clarify, anywhere within these 4 squares. Hold on. Why isn't it pinging?
Is it
Roll
different?
20. Hold on. Why am I unable to ping now? Oh wait, because I'm not on the pointer, right? Austin, look this way again.
Oh,
And we're within these 4 squares. Will count as you moving to the next floor.
right.
And we'll get that scene when we get that scene. Alright. After that, the patrols will move. Mhm. Alright, that's one patrol. Now for the other patrol. Alright, so who would like to go next? Lucas?
Very well.
You do know, all of you know now that there's 10 enemies in the central area.
Yep, and he said basically 2 right turns.
Well, considering I need to go all the way to this floor, great, and then all the way around.
Go back.
Yeah, that's
you
right
could-
there.
Or you could go back. It's like 2 steps.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll move. Let's see. I remember. For full movement. So long as I'm able to squeeze past Matsumo, I will full action. Yes, I'll full action sprint to here.
Alright. Alright, so Um, David,
Yeah. Oh, what to do? What to do? What to do?
10 hostiles, and you need to move to the other floor.
Um. Uh. Um. I'm gonna try and sneak past them while they're all distracted with the giant fizzling machine.
Alright, so seeing how you are dressed in attire similar to theirs, you're going to attempt to like just blare as a face in the crowd, I assume.
Yes, Agent 47 style.
Ah, great.
Don't forget to use the
So
suitcase method. It usually works.
let's see here.
I don't even want to know what the suitcase method is.
It's only a
Basically,
suitcase.
it's a
What do you
homing
think?
suitcase.
Okay, so you have spent one movement, you still have like as much as you want, especially if you're moving in a hurry. Just,
So how
appear
far
busy and
can I
carry a
go?
ladder
So how far can I go?
as much as you want. Well, I mean, within your abilities. You have spent one movement
So
so far.
that's one from the here. That's 7. So
Well, spend your first 5 and then we'll see how it goes.
only first 6.
You have 5 remaining in your. Yeah.
So I get there.
You almost had it.
I guess there. And it was go right, then right again, correct? Or
Yes.
so down here then?
You only took the first right.
Right.
The first right was back here.
Oh yeah. And I'm going to. Would it be suspicious if I ran past with the alarms just suddenly going off?
I will say this, if you want to 47 this, while also sprinting, you can spend one of your stealth tokens to do so.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Alright.
So that gives me 6. 1. E. So that would. I'm going to end here so I'm not right next to the sludge. And that's glory down, so just.
Oh, the
that.
sludge thing is not in effect anymore. It's a new turn now.
Okay. I'm still gonna stay there, though.
It's fine. I mean, we still have a while. Alright, so you sure you don't want to use your full movement?
I've already made moved 6 extra squares.
Yeah, and you can spend also your action to move another 6 by turning into a full sprint.
Oh, then yeah.
Double your movement.
1. 6.
Alright. So yeah, as everybody's like trying to figure out what's going on with the thing over there, you just casually move past them in a hurry, just appear busy.
I'm guessing Arlen just sees this happen. He's just like, "What the fuck?"
All right, now it's Ireland's turn.
Just quickly, just like, I need to find the little heretics room.
And Ireland is going to do a smart. He's going to get over there, spend a simple action to run, and she's going to look at this device, and she's going to tell the guy next here and go, "What did you bloody do? Look, that's not all how you handle equipment like this." And he's going to tell the tech test to solve the malfunction. And she nails it because apparently in this house we stand our acolyte.
Nailed it.
Badass in game, badass out of game. Especially with wielding that shotgun.
And after she fixes the alarm, she's like, this is going to basically just, you know, with everyone's permission, I would like to
Chastise them?
expand. No, I would like to expand one of the glories for one of the NPCs' heist tokens. Though I don't think anybody has a problem with Ireland using a token at this point.
No.
No.
Alright. And it's going to say, whatever you did has created some permanent damage. I'm gonna need to get somebody who knows about this stuff to come down here. And you know, this and a guy back here goes, we have a guy looking for a technician. And he's going to turn around and tell him, does he know what kind of technician this needs? No. Thought so. Ah. She looks at you, Lucas, and goes, this is like trying to come up with a name. Siv! Buy the slave ogre! Quickly! Just pretend you're Siv.
He must be seething right now after being called that.
If the Vox feed was the Vox feed was open, you'd be hearing Lucas giving a heavy sigh of "I'm about ready to shoot a bitch right about now."
You sure you wanna try your luck with her?
No, I'm saying I'm gonna shoot some. I said I'm gonna shoot a bitch. I did not say I'm gonna shoot Arlene. There is a difference.
Gare on his turn is going to try and play it up and like he's gonna grab you Maximum from the calf and pretend he's like nudging you forward. He's gonna turn to you and say,
Maximo
Yeah, come-
will begrudgingly accept being yanked. Ugh.
"Yeah, come on, Siv, we need to get the ogre there." You heard her. Gare, who doesn't actually know your actual name, just thinks you're Siv.
And just one of the heretics in the background possibly just say, was that a woman?
They have women in their sect, don't worry. And then Gare is going to like move again and get over to here, assuming that Maximo will be following shortly behind him.
Indeed, if you have to move my token, you can. To make it easier for group group movement.
Oh, okay. This will count. This will count as your turn movement
There you go.
wise. And
Because
yep,
Maximo
just
doesn't want to make
just
any
in there.
mistakes, so he's just playing along as best as he can, following orders as the best
Yep.
as he can.
And now let's get to the beginning of the turn order again, and time to roll again. Oh boy. You hear another flash as lads fill some of the area surrounding the waste. And Austin,
Yeah.
it's your turn now, I guess, since we haven't been changing this turn order much.
There wasn't
Now-
really much reason to change it.
All right. Yes, indeed. Now here's the question: would Austin like to move ahead, or would he like to do something else? Like stay here and do something else?
He can't really do. There isn't really much to do here, is there? Yeah, I don't see anything he can really do in any more information he can give. So I think he'll just head up. Yeah. Hey. He heads up and out and waits at the top of the stairs.
Right? Lucas, I assume you will be following behind the ogre, making sure it's going the right direction.
Yes.
It's really
Alright.
hard to
Oh.
see in this thing.
You're not supposed to be. Gerald looks at you and goes, "You're not supposed to be talking."
Shut. I'm pretty much right behind that, so I'm like, shut up. Shut up.
Also, Lucas, I already 6.
I roll a d6.
Yes. Okay, you're fine. Not you, Maximo. Lucas.
I didn't know who you were talking to.
I said Lucas. So. David,
Yay!
I see you eyeing those consoles for some reason.
Oh no, I'm eyeing this guy here.
Ah. I thought you were eyeing here with how your talking was turned, and I was like,
No, if I was eyeing the consoles, I'd be like this.
fair enough. So, what would David like to do?
Well, David is going to go upstairs, and are these actual crates here?
There's some empty crates have been thrown away.
Oh, they're empty. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't want to do anything with the consoles just yet because I don't
Which you don't have a good tech skill.
know. I don't have a tech skill. I've moved one,
Alright.
and I'm going to move here next to Austin, but I'm still going to be keeping an eye down here.
Now Ireland is going to move. She is trying to get out of there as quickly as possible, just moving on right out. Appearing to be busy as a bee. And she's gonna get all the way to there with a simple action. And I'm gonna ask all of you. I have mentioned this for a while, but she does have the ability Deductive Genius, which for a player it says you can spend 1 glory to find a clue or a method, a leap in logic to make the situation proceed and advance towards your goals much faster. Essentially, what this means here is, if you guys agree to spend the glory, there is a situation here where Deductive Genius could benefit you.
If everyone else is fine with this, I see
Yes.
no issue.
Yes, I'm fine using it.
Go for it.
Alright. Deductive Genius. You all will see Ireland see gets up those stairs. David, you see her get up those stairs, and she takes a pause. I see. Looks to her right, and says over the comms, Lucas and Maximo, I would like you to hurry up and get to where we are. I just got an idea. And for your final action, she's going to move again and get over to here at the consoles.
I knew the consoles would be important.
So, Gary is going to, I assume, Gary is like, assuming that things need to go quickly, so he's like, out of my way, people! Can you see we need to move this hogger quickly? It's not a patient one. And he just starts moving forward with purpose.
Maxwell looking like he's about ready to smack a bitch.
Now, I assume Maximo would also want to quickly be led forward.
Please tell me that you backhand
Yes, you
one
can
of the
move
guy when you go past him because he's slightly in your way.
I warned him!
So how
Okay,
far
now-
you want me to move him?
Natively speaking, if you're following Gero, he's like essentially sprinting to meet with the others. So if you want to just say that you narrowly followed him, you can,
Yeah, narrowly followed
and
him.
I can move you all the way to where he would be, I guess. So hold on.
I'll turn myself right quick. And
it
I
would
also
be
will
like a
nimbly avoid the debris as well as I go through the area.
Yes, you move deftly around. You have more than enough movement if you spend your full action to sprint like he did as you sprint after him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for this next turn, I'm gonna roll the next turn event. Of course, the patrols have moved before. I forgot to mention that after Austin played. Alright, so what's this?
What's this? What's this?
Alright.
What's this?
That would be interesting if we were in combat, but right now it's fine. So, who would like to play next?
I'm
Austin
guessing you.
is like at the end, so I feel like I need to ask this. He has nothing else to do.
Shall I then take the first movement so I can catch up to everyone?
You could. You could narratively take the first if nobody else has a problem with it.
No.
Alright,
Alright.
so Lucas.
I'm going to pretty much just try to start catching up to them.
Alright.
And that's it. Me at about here.
Alright. And with a full sprint, you can catch up to your slave ogre and your companion.
We are at least catched up fully. Somewhat.
I'd suggest moving to here, trust me. You'll have good reason to.
Okay then.
So, who would like to play next? Unless you all want to see what Ireland has in mind.
Sure. Let's see
Anybody
what
have anything else that is important that they want to do before she does anything?
Why do I have a feeling we're about to be smelling sludge for weeks?
I hear an objection, I guess.
Nope. Let's see what happens.
It's going to roll a tech test on the console. A 6. she will turn around the rest of you and say in both comms and there, like, alright, looks like I found what I was looking for. We won't have to worry about these guys for long. And you see her press a button after going through a lot of binary. And you hear the sound of the chutes for flooding closing up with a thunk. And it starts to float in a lot more waste than it was before. And you hear these guys basically go, oh no, oh no, oh no. And the sludge just starts rising and rising until it like encompasses most of the stairs and starts to splash a little bit on this area here.
Well, that
And it
was a
just
very crappy
submerges the lower
situation.
level. What?
That was a very crappy situation for them.
Yeah, and it just quickly submerges all of the lower area. And then it's like, and now. And then she looks at all of you and says, and now you open the chutes. And you hear the sound of the chutes slamming open again with a muffled thump through the water. And you just see the sewage go sideways, just go. And you see Gangers like trying to clog the walls to stay there, but they're getting dragged away.
It's shitting sideways!
Now just imagine it, just one of the heretics. No, not this shit again!
Very much. And
Johnson.
all of the casualties from this floor are swept away into the waste disposal.
And that's how you take care of the trash.
Alright, everyone. We still have some parts to find. And I have a feeling that whatever awaits ahead of us is going to be far worse. So, shall we?
Well then. I think we can all agree. Let's just go before we have to see anything else.
Now, for this next part, as you all enter the compound proper, I'd like you all to roll me a stealth test to set your stealth scores for the scene. And since we're past essentially the point where this would really... Let me finish talking, please. Please,
Yeah,
everyone.
stop rolling before he says.
Yeah, like, let's stop rolling before I finish talking. So, since we're getting to the point where essentially your heist tokens won't be as useful because, yeah, not gonna lie, people now know that shit's happening. Like, suddenly all the waste was flashed and a bunch of people went radio silent. So, you know, people have an idea that shit's going down, quite literally. So you may use your leftover tokens as bonus to your stealth score for the scene, essentially.
Nice.
Nice, that's a +4 for me.
+4 for me as well.
Yes, and I'm also not gonna lie. I will be honest about it. I'm gonna have to workshop that idea a lot more, just to make it more useful.
I thought it was good. I
I
like
like
it.
that.
I ain't going to ref that.
Alright. So it's a 5 for Rustin. That's a 9 for David.
What do you mean 9?
As I said when I was explaining things, your leftover tokens from the heist tokens will move to your stealth score.
Oh, I thought they were bonus dice.
Same.
No.
Eh.
Did you use them like bonus dice?
I used 1 for
Yes.
bonus dice.
Yes.
Alright. I mean, you did get a glory, so
I'll take it.
might as well. Alright. Let's see.
If I'm gonna have a
here.
3, I might as well reroll. I might as well wrath that just in case.
I mean, you have a 6.
True.
Oh wait, no. You have a 7. 2 plus 4. 7. So yeah. So I want all of you to give me back your heist tokens. If you could.
Quarter.
There we go. Just dump them in the pile.
Maximum?
It's easy.
Thank you, Maximo.
You're welcome.
So-
I just had to move the turn order off my my card.
Yes, please donate the token. And I'm gonna roll for Arlene's. Alright. Great as ever. And Gero. Despoja. And of course. 5. Hey, his name is wrong on the turn order. That's interesting. And now, before we say or do anything else, as you ascend the stairs, let's see. Where are the stairs? All right, y'all can feel free to discuss a little as you ascend the stairs about your plan going forward if you want to.
We can all agree that's pretty much all we're gonna start doing is just ascending the stairs.
I do apologize to ask this, but we were basically looking for a ride out, right? Like we couldn't repair our Torox.
No, you can repair the Torx. You're looking for parts to repair the Torx, in fact.
Right,
Yes.
right. Parts to
It's
repair
literally
it
what we're here
and
to steal.
right. Parts to repair it and also a ride out, correct?
Well, maybe, depending on how you live, essentially.
Right, right. Okay.
Room.
Uh-huh.
Well, that went well enough. That we're really going to be able to get through all this completely quiet now, but regardless, what's the plan going forward?
We tread carefully from here on out.
Yeah, no shit. Oh, I guess we're just going to be looking for mechanics rooms. There was a technician up here. Do we want to try to talk to him or just
If you want him to talk, me and David can surely convince him to aid
I'd
us.
like to remind everyone, technician was a machination of your own imaginings that you guys made up to get out of there. There might be one actually.
Austin was told to meet with the technician.
Oh, that's not what I'm doing, by the way. Thank you for the note, but I'm just setting up patrols and stuff.
I don't know. We're just going to have to do our best to look around, see what we can find. Really much we can do. It's not like we have a map of the place.
You'll tell have the blueprints.
You do?
Yeah.
Ah.
Jero had the blueprints. He gave them to you.
Right. In that case, he's going to look at the
It's
blueprint.
a map of the place. Literally has a map of the place.
Cuts back to that scene, John Wick with the maps. All right. In that case, he's going to take a look at the blueprints and see where the fuck, like a supply room, mechanics room, anything like that.
You said the area you're heading to is basically the essentially the area where they would manufacture things. So, you know, anything you might need regarding that would be there, essentially. Like any devices, any and all of that would be where you're heading right now.
In that case. Alright, we're staying this way. We need to come up with a plan. How are we going to get him out of here?
Jero says, well, we can always just sneak him back out now that the entire waste is clear.
Yeah, fair enough, but aren't they going to be investigating that? Well, actually, they're going to be coming in through here somewhere. Let's call that plan A. Grab it and go quick as we can. Run out, try and make it look like we're bringing in pieces to fix whatever broke, and that's going to be our excuse. Sound good to everyone?
Maximo will nod.
That could
Hey.
work.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm getting excited now, boys. And that woman.
Careful now. You're going.
I was just being inclusive. You ain't got to put words in my mouth. Anyway, let's go.
Time to proceed.
I guess. Again, you fellas will have to give me a moment as I'm still setting things up. Big room, lots of
Take this
enemies.
opportunity to do ourselves a bio break.
Yes, that would be a good idea, actually. Thank you.
I just got back from a bathroom break. You motherfuckers.
Gives
No,
you
no,
a
no.
chance to eat
You were
something.
ahead.
You just had future sight. Now, fuck off again.
Let you know, this is not a speed run.
Fine. I'll go back to torturing the poor bastard who tried stealing from me not now, not even an hour ago.
Yes, revisit the toilet.
No, like I'm literally torturing. No, I'm torturing someone right behind me. I just have them muzzled.
They like to point out that for illegal aliens, it's a joke. This man here couldn't hurt a fly. I've seen him try.
I would hurt him.
The fly was more emotionally hurt than anything, honestly.
I made the fly commit suicide. Let's put it this way. I didn't have to do anything. I just told him the true nature of things, and it just flew off into the nearest bird.
Explaining your
Right.
sexual life to it doesn't count as explaining the nature of things, but good on you.
Yeah, we are all lonely. Well, except Amakar. He has a wife.
I'm not lonely. I love myself.
That has nothing to do with being lonely.
I'm never alone if I talk to myself.
Fair enough.
I hate myself too much to be lonely.
I don't think he grasps the concept, but good on him for trying.
I need to set this out real quick.
Oh god, he's gonna explode. Everyone run!
Run!
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I'm just setting things up once
Oh.
again,
Right.
as I need to constantly remind people.
A fair warning, Reaper is very much setting up a do or die moment for us, to where either we're gonna stealth this perfectly and finally, or it's gonna end in one hell of a firefight.
Honestly, the second. The second.
I'd be disappointed if it wasn't.
I'd be surprised if it was. Well, I'd be surprised if it wasn't, actually. Is what I was trying to say there.
Well, I has returned.
I'll come back. I'm still setting things up. Alright. And now, all y'all, it's time for that epic do or die moment that you were describing.
I'm bringing out the rotary.
Bet you wish you had a rotary gun right now.
He does.
Oh, right. Grenade
Rotary
launcher.
grenade launcher.
Oh, yeah. I'll have to bring out the power of 2 swords.
Parry everything.
Memory's broken, the truth goes unspoken.
You know, I'm going to say this. I actually made Jetstream Sam in Wrath and Glory. I do actually have a sheep for him.
Oh my god.
Can you
You
send that to
monster
me? I might.
That sounds like a one-off shoot of a different campaign.
It might take me a while to find it. So yeah.
So the campaign may be called Blades in the Shadow. Or League Shadow Legends.
That's a different system.
Oh.
Yeah, Blades in the Shadows is an actual system.
No, Blades in the
Sponsored by
Dark. is an
Raid Shot. Okay.
actual- It's called
I
Blades
wish.
in the Dark.
Do not make me strangle you, boy.
And that's
Man,
why I did the
we are
runoff of
desperate.
Blades in the Shadow.
Just so you know, he is only tier 2.
Yeah, it's fine.
So everyone, welcome to the manufactorum level. Your worst
metal.
fucking nightmare.
The sounds of heavy industry permeates my ears.
Oh, it's not just in the state. Let me give you the scene, if you will. All right.
Ooh.
So, as you all ascend the stairs, you split apart to go through two separate pairs of metal doors. There, as soon as you open them, the sounds of industry start humming in your eardrums. Engines going on top of threads being built. The sound of guns coming apart, being put back together, firing, and then the process repeats. The sounds of smelting, the sounds of foundries firing up, the sounds of engines and energy reactors humming, the sounds of marching, the sounds of machines, the sounds of preparation, the sounds of war. And some of you may notice a console
Oh,
being
God.
at the top of the level you're at, as well as walls to your side going up. Can you actually see the console? Not
Yes.
aware. Okay, good. And there is a figure, not the martyr, but similarly armored, handling said console. And from megaphones, you hear a voice you have never heard before. Melodic and charismatic. Not like the martyrs. The voice echoes and says, it speaks in tongues you don't understand. And occasionally it stops to say things. Yes, brothers. Yes. Go forth. Create the engines of war. The time of the great chains to break is coming. Soon, the fires will cleanse the corruption from our great worlds. And then goes back to chanting.
Question, does this sound like heretical chanting?
It sounds like, imagine a reverse Mongolian throat singing.
Alright, so
Yes. And
Sorry.
the funny thing is, from where I am now, I can currently hit him without any penalties.
that's not the guy saying it. That's the guy using the console.
Oh yeah, no, I could just lob a grenade at him right now.
Oh, you could lob a grenade at him, but have you seen what else is here?
Just
No,
let
I
the
can't-
DM say the whole description, please, before
Oh,
we
I'm
start.
giving the whole description. It's just you're not seeing the whole map right now. Is the thing.
Yeah.
Because we are lower levels. Technically, there's upper levels to us, so we can't really see above them.
Yeah. This is gonna be a problem because we do not have the advantage.
We do have the noise advantage, though, so that will help us.
Yeah, like the only reason why you guys have any modicum of stealth right now, despite being in plain sight, is extreme noise and you're on lower elevation. And I'm going to add some extra people on the turn order now.
And also, the music. It's too quiet. Or is it?
Oh, the music is there.
And it's not popping up for me, so I might have to
No worries. You can still operate.
Yes, I'm just also finding something real quick. This will do. So, as you find yourselves in this place, you have two options of what you could do right now. You could either attempt to walk the full way forward, or those of you who are on the right, sorry, on the left, could attempt to scale the wall.
left.
Oh, yes, to the left.
So
Those
just
of you on the left,
sees.
those of you on the left would notice that there is not like anything stopping you from climbing the wall. Those of you on the right would notice that there's like machinery on top of the wall that will stop you from fully climbing.
Hello from the
It's
other
positioned
side.
there. What?
Hello from the other side.
Yes. So David, Arlen, and Gero could attempt to essentially climb up the wall if they wish to.
I guess Garrow's time to be a spider.
So I'm gonna ask this. Who wishes to go first?
Not me.
I believe he was probably referring to the people on the left side first.
I mean, the people on the right could go if they want to, but the people
Well.
on the left have actually the ability to climb should they wish to.
Well, I would just say Maximo will still continue being last just to follow along closely. Because he's just trying to stay in character.
So, who wants to go first?
David will go first.
All right. So, David.
And David is going to start climbing the walls, and he's just going to basically just tap Arlen on the shoulder, giving her the signal, you go that way, I go up.
All right. So,
And then
I
he's
want you to
gonna...
roll me an athletics.
All right, athletics.
Yep.
Skill
That will be your action.
3.
I'd say 3 is just enough for you to climb. And you can either quickly move to some area of cover like here, if you wish, while you're on your turn. Or you can move slowly there by using a simple action to move again while doing so at half speed to move stealthily.
Yes, I will do it at half speed to move stealthily.
All right, so where do you wish to go? Okay, there.
There.
So you can feel free to look around if you wish to. You can also look to the right if you wish to.
It only goes up to where the others are. I can't past.
I guess it makes sort of sense. There is a lot of machinery there. But yes, one thing you quickly do notice as you pass by is a lot of guards. And now you're currently like crouched next to the threads moving in the machines along. And you notice these are large machineries, large chassis for vehicles. These guys are not just building. Gero told you they were building, they were using the manufactorum to build vehicles. Yeah, these are not vehicles; they're bloody war machines.
I'm tempted to hide a crack grenade with a timer on it, or like some sort of remote detonator.
Also, for your climb and move stealthily, I will reduce your stealth score by 2
Okay.
for your turn. And as you notice, if just for the sake of narrative, I'm gonna bring you back here for a second before we did your secondary movement. And one thing you might notice is there is a lot of the fighters here. Because you see these many just on one side. You hear as many from the other side of the treadmill. Or, sorry, those threads. And you hear about as much commotion coming from the right side of the factory.
Oh boy.
So I guess this is the moment where David would probably go, I don't know how I'm gonna do it.
But I'm gonna kill them all.
Oh my god. Oh, why do I
And-
hear the sound of Doom music starting up now?
David, this is the equivalent of a slaughterfest for him. He will enjoy this.
and for-
I would say if you can manage to lob a grenade inside one of the things up ahead, or one of the big pool things ahead, it could possibly cause a malfunction that cause a panic.
And for the next thing is going to be you hear one of the patrols start to move closer.
Me?
Yes, you. That's their turn. Now, I want to ask who would like to go next. But instead, with this huge revelation of the manufactory level and its abundance of a ridiculous number of enemies, I think is a good point in time for us to say next time on Hellfighters.
Dun dun dun.
Blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
So, question. Now we're technically done with this part of the session. How do you like the idea of having to steal from the manufacturer, from the production level of the manufacturer?
Well, if it was illegal, I would be greatly uncomfortable. But since we're stealing from heretics, I don't feel such as bad.
What do you have to say on the amount of heretics there, Maximo?
I was told they were heretics, so therefore they were.
For they what?
Oh, I wasn't questioning their legitimacy for heresy. I was asking how do you feel about their numbers?
well, Maximo doesn't really see their numbers, so therefore he has no opinion about it. But he knows it's not going to be comfortable for him when he has to deal with such things. It's not the worst time. He used to fight orcs.
There's gonna be a lot of shooting.
But
Now,
not
here's
as
the
much
thing.
as whying, you know?
I'm just
There
gonna-
is
I just
there
hope
is a situation where you can do this without being noticed. It's extremely difficult, but possible.
Well, as Maximo knows, this is a stealth mission.
We're really entering the part where the players hear stealth is optional, but recommended, and just hear the first part.
This is the part where the Eversar assassin mascot shows up, like on the fourth wall, and he says, "See, kids, one important thing you need to know about stealth. Technically, the mission is stealth appropriate, if nobody ever reported anything happening.
No witnesses, no problem.
And remember, kids, one of the best ways to make sure nobody reports what happened is to kill them all.
No, they just listen up, kids. We for stealth without witnesses, and with me, there will be without any witnesses. Holds up blade fingers as he just charges off, just starts shooting and just slashing everything. There is no witnesses if there is no witnesses.
Now I picture the Eversor as touching like Skeletor.
Mm-hmm.
You say, kids, there can be no.
Till
There
we
can
meet
be no.
again.
You say, kids, it's always stealth mission if there are no witnesses. Runs away.
Slashing, clawing, shooting, and it just until we meet again. Next time, run because you're next.
So I think
With all of that, I know people want to go sleep, so I'm gonna make it quick. You can find me if you dare. Next.
All right. Well, I am in Maximo, but also being played by Borguts, also Big Mek Plays. I'm the one doing the hosting here, but also you can follow me on Twitter, Big Mek Plays as well, or even go to my YouTube channel and give it a subscribe too.
We have links below for that.
Indeed, we do. But you know what? I need to.
Click the links. I made them. They're fancy. They take you directly there.
Yes, indeed. And I have something planned October 1st. So I'll see you there. Join me, War. And I want to have a good old time with you lads.
This is Art of War playing Lucas, and remember, always carry a shovel, for that is the Krieger way. Because you never know when you're gonna need to dig a trench.
I can dig it.
I've been
I will
David.
allow it.
Could
I've
you
been David.
consider Krieg video games shovelware?
So,
It's
Right,
I
nice.
guess you can't dig it, sucker.
Favorite game is Dig Dug.
1952. Oh, forgive me. Ah!
God damn it. Anyway, David, you were starting.
Yes. And I have been David. And remember, kids, crack grenades can always be used as melee weapons if you pull the pin correct at the right time.
Yeah, never smoke crack grenades.
I'm gonna shove a turmeric up my ass.
What now?
I don't know.
What?
Are you
Look, I have
reminiscing
to
on one
say-
of your wild nights, Austin?
Would
Back
like
then in your rogue
for those who
Twitter
don't
days?
know, turmeric is a spice.
Oh, I
And-
thought it was a gourd.
No.
Austin,
Look, I
what? Why?
Look, I have to say saying curse at the end of it, and I forgot. I ran out of dog jokes.
I guess you barked up on that one.
What?
Anyways.
Anyways, before we start killing.
Anyways, I would like to say goodbye to our faithful audience before I, well, decide that it's not worth it anymore. This is not a joke.
All right, consider.
Night.
Good night, everybody.
Indeed. You all have yourself a
Bye-bye.
good rest of the night. Sleep well, get your hours of sleep. The Emperor needs you in the morning to get the things done.
Oh, and I want to say one more thing.
Oh?
Next time we're on the 1st of July.
First
or-
of July?
The 30th for some of us.
Would it be? Oh yeah, sorry, 30th of July. 30th of June. Fuck. Sorry, it's late.
No worries, no worries. It's the 30th to the 1st.
I am going to say this as a promise of I've been experimenting with a little something called environmental hazards for this next area.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
They gasp.
It's your napalm.
We are going to have Wait, figure out the radio for some music. We're going to have fun.
David, get the incendiary and napalm grenades ready.
We're lighting
Hey.
this bitch up.
Hey,
Next time.
yeah, bye.